Here we go. I've brought goodies. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Manga Madhouse, our channel. I dare and take you through my manga collection journey. We talk everything manga here, so if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of the video, today's video, I have a manga haul for you from our beloved friends at Crunchyroll. Now, there were some issues with this manga. This manga haul, this purchase. I made a video talking about, and that video should already be out, but I made a video talking about just the issues of that I had ordering. A lot of it came from USPS, but I did have some things that I did not mention in that video because at the time those actions did not transpire yet. But if you did not watch the video, I suggest go watching it if you just need a quick summary. Basically, I ordered the manga, ended up getting one volume of manga, which is, it actually might be in here, but I ended up getting one volume of manga out of the 14 different things that I ordered, 15 things that I ordered. I only get one, and I got a note from the USPS saying they kind of damaged my package. And it was difficult because on the system it showed that it was delivered. However, yes, it was delivered, but I only got one thing out of 14. So I reached out to Crunchyroll. It just took them a really long time to just respond. Once they finally responded, things kind of moved quickly. My only issue that I had with them was that they responded very well to my email. They responded very well to my chat. However, once I kind of got it on their radar that, hey, look, I didn't get my stuff, and I was able to prove it because USPS was just giving me a really hard time of just trying to help me get my stuff. Crunchyroll just took a very long time to get things resolved. I didn't have any issues getting it resolved. It was just, it would take a couple days, and then I'll get an email saying, hey, this has been escalated to this, person. And then it'll take a couple days, hey, this has been escalated to this person. Take a couple days, hey, this, but I never got like actual communication. And so that kind of was the issue with it. It was just kind of a generated message saying, hey, it's been escalated to this next person. But then eventually I did get one. And someone reached out and said, hey, can we confirm your address and things like that? And once I confirmed my address, it still took a little second. So I had to email them again and let them know, like, hey, I keep getting emails that this thing, this issue has been escalated, but I'm not getting any progress. And we're kind of talking through emails. Is there a number I can call or anything? Once I sent that email, I got another email like the following day saying, hey, we see that you only got one thing out of the 15 things you ordered. So here we go. Here's the 15 things you ordered. So they did that, and thank you so much for Crunchyroll just for being responsive. I know that you had a lot of things going on, and honestly, the issue wasn't your fault, so I really appreciate you solving it. But yeah, that was the only kind of gripe I had, was just that it took a little long to kind of get to where we are. But we have wonderful manga for you here today, and so we're going to go through it. The first thing I got is, make sure I got everything. Okay, first thing I got is Astro Lost in Space. So if you don't know, the one manga I got was Astro Lost in Space Volume 1. And I thought it was in here, but maybe not. Maybe I took it out. But yeah, Astro Lost in Space. For some reason, I didn't order Volume 3, but I got Volumes 2, 4, and 5, and technically 1, wherever that may be. Is it already on my shelf? Oh, it's already on the shelf. That's why I don't have it. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get Volume 3. I lost my train of thought there. I don't know why I didn't get Volume 3. I thought I did, and I guess I didn't. I did check and see that I didn't order it, so that's not on them. But Astro Lost in Space is about these kids who go into the space travel, and then they get like teleported somewhere else. And then it comes to find out that somebody on the ship may have something to do with them being teleported elsewhere and kind of being lost. So will they ever find their way back home? I don't know. I'm a big space person. I love space. I love everything to do with space. I want to get space like tatted on me. I don't know if I want to get a rocket ship. I don't know if I want to get like a constellation of stars. I don't know. But I just really enjoy the idea of space. It can be scary sometimes, but it also can be very fascinating. So anything space related, I'm going to go check it out. Surprisingly so, I have not watch all the Star Wars. So you would think I would, or be more, into the lore of Star Wars, but unfortunately I have not. Something I actually need to do. I keep saying May the 4th be with you? Yeah, yeah. So every May I always say, I'm going to watch it, I might actually do it this time. But this sounds interesting to me. I think it's only 5 volumes. Now these volumes are thick. Like the first volume is kind of relative. It's like your typical like Shonen Jump size, but then after that these are pretty thick. Actually, volume 1 is very similar to volume 4. Volume 4 is like I said, typical Shonen Jump. And even though these are Shonen Jump as well, this is thick. This is much thicker than volume 2 is much thicker than volume 4, as you can tell. And then volume 5 is just volume 5. Is volume 5 the same as volume 2? Yeah, volume 5 might be a little bit thicker than, but either way, great series from everything I've heard. Can't wait to read it. I normally have this set up, but I'm just grabbing stuff out of the box. Next, we have Dead Demons, DDD Destruction by the creator of Goodnight Poom Poom, Inio Asano. Art looks, very much similar to Poom Poom. Another story that people have said is not necessarily as heart-wrenching as Goodnight Poom Poom, but you see some of the themes that are very similar to Goodnight Poom Poom. So really want to read this. This is why, like I said, I keep getting to volume 1s, because I've been like, oh, well, I need to finish this series completely before I open this, and oh, I need to get all the volumes. It's like, no, let's just do one at a time. Let's just get volume 1 to read them, see how we feel. Is that, and then does it jump up on my list? Does it jump up to something I gotta finish this right now, how Don was, or is this something that it could take its time? It's not bad, but it could take its time. I don't know yet. Haven't read it, but I will be reading it eventually. Next, we have Let This Grieving Soul Retire. Woe is the weakling who leads the strongest party. Now, I don't really know much about this series, but I saw that it had good ratings, and the story kind of interested me from what I did read about it. What this story is about is this guy who necessarily isn't the best. I don't know what his job is. Oh, treasure hunter. He's a treasure hunter. So he's a trash treasure hunter essentially. He's horrible. He stinks. But his friends and the people he's associated are great, and therefore people assume for him to be great and want him to do great things because the people around him have been so great. However, he's like, I suck at this. I don't want to do it anymore. But the pressure of everybody else around you doing so well, I have to do well. That sounds good to me, and I think it's more of like a comedy action thing, but it sounds good to me. Yeah, and I feel I can already see the story of now where like this is why you monitor the people you keep around you, because they're going to push you to do greater things, which is why I try to build an amazing community in the Discord. Go ahead and check it out. First 100 people are free. At the time of recording this video, 100 people are not in it, so you should still be able to join for free. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be all kinds of stuff in there. So join. Even if you aren't able to get in for free, join. All the money goes back to the Discord. It allows me to do things with the Discord. It goes back to the channel in some way, shape, or form. Usually it's probably going to end up going to giveaways and things like that. And then obviously you get benefits from joining the Discord, other benefits as well, not just a random giveaway that is randomized. Next, we have Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. I don't really know much about this outside of the fact that the main character watched her friends die, which is crazy because she's immortal from my understanding. And she wants to go carry out tasks that they wanted to do, but they were unable to do because they passed. And in that time, she meets other friends. I heard the anime is really slow, not necessarily bad, but just a little slow. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that will translate into the manga, but I'm going to check it out. This is one that I'm not going to get to right away, but volume 1 for me looking is rarely available, so I had to get it once I saw it that it was available. Next we have Doridoro by Q Hayashida. Dorodoro is about these like witches or something, sorcerers, and they created these monsters, and the monsters essentially start to fight back, and they have to fight the monsters that they created. That's kind of the gist of it. I don't really know too much more about it, but the art, man, it's just so gritty and just so ugly, but in a good way. It's what you expect from a story like this with monsters and sorcerers and all this stuff. What you see here, kind of, this is good art. Just the style and like the way it looks, the design is what you get in the manga. So really look forward to reading this. This is something that I've heard a lot about, but I can't really quite tell if it's something up my alley. And I got volumes 1 and 2, by the way. I don't know if I showed that. I can't really tell if it's quite something up my alley. However, it sounds cool. Art looks amazing. I mean, that's all I need. That's all I need to check something out. All right, next we have Alice in Borderland. I always want to say Alice and Borderland, but it's Alice in Borderland. This kid, his life sucks. I think he gets transported with his friends to this game, and they have to start playing the game in order to survive. Sounds like Hunger Games to me. It's a little, I mean, maybe a little different. The same person that made this also made, what is it? Zom 100. And as you know, I really like Zom 100, even though I'm not fully caught up, but I do thoroughly enjoy Zom 100. This is something that's been on my radar for a very, very long time. And actually, the other day I was at Barnes & Noble just looking. I didn't get anything, I promise. Just looking. And for the first time in a long time, they had like volume 1 through 8 or volume 1 through 9. However, actually, I don't know if 1 through 9 will complete the series, but they had like volume 1 through 8, 1 through 9, which is something they never do. Like my Barnes & Noble, it's usually in pieces. It's very rarely you can find like a big series like that. Because I remember when I bought Goodnight Poon Poon, I was able to get like volumes like 3 through 7, I think it is, ends at 7, in one store. But I wasn't here. I was where my mom stays. So like I said, it's very rarely here. I don't know if this is an omnibus. It's big enough to be an omnibus, but it's splitting into parts. So does it really matter? I guess it does matter because that's how I have my shelf organized now. And I'll talk more about that in a video that I have coming up. It's recorded, just not edited. Next, we have, speaking of space once more, we have Next, what we have is, speaking of space, we have Planetees. This story is just about, and look at this. Look at this. How can you not want, this is Dark Horse, you did your thing on this. On the presentation of this manga, you did your thing. I mean, not to mention, I can't show you that panel. Maybe not. Maybe I could. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. Can I find out about that panel real quick? I landed on the same panel. Okay, I'm stumbling. Either way, art in here is fantastic. The presentation is fantastic. This just looks incredible to me, and I'll probably put a picture on the screen. This just looks incredible to me. But this, from my understanding, these are omnibuses. It's only a 4-volume manga, and yeah, it's 4-volume manga. It's about space. It's about this cast or this crew of people in space, and they all have their own story. Sounds like a space drama to me. It's excellent. From what I've heard, I got this in my video. Most of these came, actually all of these. I think I threw a couple extra in there, but all of this manga should be familiar because this was in my buying and recommendation videos video where I went and bought your recommendations. And someone recommended me this, and when I saw it was about space, I think I got it without really looking into it. But now looking into it, seeing, as much as you know I like Tokyo Revengers, I'm not saying this is like Tokyo Revengers at all, but you know how I feel about just being able to have like an ensemble cast. It kind of seems like this is what this is, but in space, how can you turn that down? You can't. That's the answer. You cannot turn it down. So that is something that it might be at the top of my list of I need to read right away. All right, we have two more volumes of manga in this haul. And the next manga we have is Josei, the Tiger, and the Fish. This is a heartwarming story about a girl who was in a wheelchair, and she meets a guy who needs money, and therefore they agreed that he could be her part-time caretaker. You kind of know how this goes. You know how romance goes. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this. You know that I try to diverse my taste. I try not to read the same stuff over and over again, at least until I get like this is what I like. Everything else can go away. I'm not that way. I still want to explore the medium more, and by the medium I mean just manga in general. I'm not turning down any recommendations. I'm not turning down any stories. I'm reading it all. So if you got it, let me know and I'll check it out. But the original story is by Seiko Tanabe, and the art is by Nao Imoto. Hopefully I'm pronouncing those names correctly. As far as like the packaging and presentation of this, it's very soft. I mean, I don't know if like most books are rough, but it just looks aesthetically pleasing. And it just looks like something that, you know, it looks as heartwarming as the story seems as though it entails. Now, this story could be about death. I don't know. But it seems like it's heartwarming, so we'll keep saying it is. Alright, now, this is the thing that I was most upset about. This is the manga I was most upset about when I realized I did not get my manga, because this is supposed to be like this. Is this a special edition? No, I don't think it is. Either way, what I didn't want is this manga to just, because it just came out, I did not want it to go out of stock real fast, because I know people have been waiting on it, and I was like, if I don't get this, I will be highly upset. At least just send me that, and we can worry about the rest later. But that is Initial D. I really, really love the anime. The anime for this is my favorite thing. It's not one of my favorite, well, it is one of my favorite anime. I've seen this anime probably 2 or 3 times. It's such a good anime to me. I like the old anime style, and it's something so basic, but at the same time, it's an incredible watch. It's the feeling you get watching it. It just feels good in a way. It just feels like almost like nostalgic, like you've seen the story before, but yet you don't know what's gonna happen. It seems like all the people are people you may know. It just seems like a story that you could go outside and experience. And I just really like it. So when I saw that they were coming out with this on March 14th, I believe, I had to get it. So that's why I was like worried that when I was not able to get my manga, that, you know, I would be missing out and that it would be gone. But luckily they were able to send it. I don't know how, because I know people have been buying it up. Maybe it didn't go out of stock, which is a good thing. Maybe they had enough. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sorry that this video was kind of long. My videos usually have been kind of long because I've been rambling, but I have one more manga haul to do. I'm sorry, I was looking at the rest of my manga. I have one more manga haul to do. I just don't know when it's gonna get here. I made some orders because it was anime day today, and you had to order it online, at least for me, because I went to the store and they were like, I don't know if the lady didn't know what I was talking about. Like I said before, the customer service where I stay is horrendous. But online, it applied the discount immediately. So I was like, you know what, we'll do that. And so I ordered it online to just get some things that are normally expensive. But it's just, so with that discount, it was buy one, get one 50% off. It just made it a little easier. So I went ahead and did that. That will be my last manga haul for a while, and then I can finally focus on reading when I do have the free time. And then of course you'll get videos just me talking about what I'm reading and other things like that, and other fun videos, because I don't want to be just a manga haul channel. Usually all of the manga I've been hauling lately would be in one video, but I've been breaking it up. But yeah, I don't want to be just a reorganization and collection. I want to do more fun videos that revolve around manga. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. And once again, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to join the Discord. Peace.